What's up guys, this is Helder from Yu-Gi-Oh! South America, and today we're gonna make another review of the new support that's coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. It's a support for the protagonist of the anime, but not for Yugi or Jaden, the other new protagonists, not the classic ones. But hey, here we have future numbers Mirai Rope or number F0 Utopic Future Dragon, which is a rank 0, which is a very specific type of card, a rank 0. Light Warrior, which is it has a nice effect for a number card. People still play ranks these days, I don't know, but it's nice. It has a nice artwork. Then we have number 99, the Utopic Dragon, which is not a new card as far as I know, but I think it's coming now to the OCG, I guess. I don't know. But then we have a new card, which is Overlord Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. Overlord. Overload or Overlord. Something like that. They didn't decide how to translate that. But we have a rank 7 Dark Dragon XZ Pendulum Effect Monster. So it's XZ and a Pendulum. We don't have much of those cards because they're very specific, but in my opinion it doesn't have a nice effect, but I'll read it anyway. The Pendulum effect is once per turn you can special summon this card from your Pendulum zone. If you do, special summon one of Rebellion or the Phantom Knights Xyz Monsters from your extra deck using this card as material. So that's a good card. Also you can attach one card in your Pendulum zone as material. So I think it's a good effect if you're running Phantom Knights or Rebellion cards. But the monster effect, in my opinion, is a tad little bit better, because you can special summon Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon Overlord once per turn. You can also Xyz Summon this card by using one Rebellion Xyz monster you control as material. Transfer its material to this card. So you can special summon another Rebellion Xyz monster on top of that card. So I guess this is very neat. You pretty much economize those materials. It's very cool, it's very neat for Rebellion decks, that is. And transfer to its material card. You can Pendulum Summon level 7. If you can Pendulum Summon level 7 monsters, I guess. You can Pendulum Summon this face-up card in your extra deck. So that's a very neat effect, because you can special summon an XYZ monster, which is also a pendulum, like if it was just a pendulum monster. So in my opinion it is great. It's an awesome effect, but it's just an effect to add consistency to the deck, so you can easily summon those Rebellion XYZ monsters. So it is alright in my opinion. It gives it's not a very strong card, but it gives the consistency to the deck. I personally played just a little on Pendulum, not that much Pendulum cards, and I don't know, I don't remember this Rebellion archetype. I think I seen a rank 4 Rebellion card in my Pendulum deck, but that's the way it goes. It has another couple of effects too. If this card was Xyz Summon, use a rank 7 monsters. Rank 7 Xyz monster as material, so if you place on top another card, this card can make up 3 attacks during each battle phase, which is very neat considering it has 3000 attack points. And if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place on a Pendulum zone. So this is the base effect of this half extra deck and half Pendulum cards. So you can play some Pendulum. Of course you can. Just why not? Then we have another Decode Talker card, which is support for the new protagonists of the VRAINS generation, but it's a Decode Talker hard heat soul. So it's kind of like a fusion between Decode Talker and Salomon Great supports the Heat Soul, Heat Lion, but it's a generic Cyberse. The generic Cyberse support, because it says it has two Cyberse monster with different attributes. It doesn't require a fire attribute to say, oh, this is a Salomon Great deck. No, it's just Cyberse monsters, which is very generic. Any Cyberse deck can fit in, and it must have different attributes, which is not very difficult with Cyberse cards. And you can only use this card's name's effect once per turn. Gains 5,000 attack points for each monster he points to. So if you say you can only use this card, gain 5,000 attack points for once per turn for each card he points to, that means that every turn you can keep adding up 500 attack points. So that's very powerful, I guess. If you keep summoning cards where it points to every turn, you might get insanely strong. My gosh. Also, there's a quick effect. You can pay 1,000 life points to draw a card. Then if your life points is 2,000 less, apply this effect. Banish this card on the field, and if you do, special summon one link 3 or lower Cyberse monster from an extra deck, except the Decode Talker Heat Soul. So this second effect is also great. Actually it's better because you get your draw, and drawing in Yu-Gi-Oh is if you draw on Yu-Gi-Oh, it's pretty much life itself. If you draw one card in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's awesome. But you get less than 2,000. Then if your life was 2,000 or less, apply this effect. So if you're 2,000, if your points are more than 2,000, that's fine. But if it is not, I don't know why you should use this effect if 2,000 points or less. You can special summon another Link 3 monster for an extra deck. And that is awesome because Link 3s are very powerful. And I don't see how this is a bad card at all. In fact, in out of the bunch we have here, this is the best card yet. It's pretty awesome. I like it. And since these cards are coming in the same collection that's Dragoon of Red Eyes, I probably would pick up these cards just by coming together. But I don't know if I run this card in my deck. But if I had a Cyberse deck, I probably would, because this card looks very strong. For the Cyberse decks, that is. But all these cards are not even pale in comparison to the Red Eyes Dragoon of Red Eyes. It may be my Dark Magician fanboy side, my Dark Magician player, because if you guys don't know, I play basically Dark Magician ever since I got to the game back in 2003. Even though my Dark Magician was not a viable deck, I happened to make a lot of spellcaster decks just to put Dark Magician as the main card when I was a teenager playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And now the Dark Magician is getting pretty much its own deck. It's getting pretty much a very, very strong deck with awesome cards like Dragoon of Red Eyes. And none of these cards seems to top that. I mean, a simple fusion between two vanilla monsters is stronger than any other these cards, because man, this card have very neat effects, especially the Heat Soul Decode Talker, but none of these cards top the Dragoon Red Eyes, at least in my opinion, and at least on the opinion of most people, because man, ever since the Dragoon Red Eyes got not released but announced, because it doesn't even have a release date on Japan, and people already playing it on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and man, people are going crazy. Everybody's playing Dark Magician now, and played specifically Red Eyes Dragoon for far strong it is. So yeah, these other protagonist supports are neat, but not neat enough. But there's a chance they got better cards, because only few cards were revealed on this gold collection, the gold box collection. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this card. Do you think I misinterpreted any of these effects? Do you think that any of these cards deserve a better ranking on this list? It's not a list, but I should have talked more about your favorite support card, because in my opinion the best is the Hitliu, and maybe the Rebellion support a little bit, just to keep the deck going. So thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe, and until next time.